Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's comic book review. Continuing with the only actual comic from Marvel this week, because I didn't pick up Spider-Man, that'll be next week. Avengers Prime Part 4 of 5. I'm going to sum the whole book up in 2 seconds. Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America get back together. They exchange a few stories. They get attacked by the big dragon. You guys know who the big dragon is. And then we find Hela hurt, or in the last panel actually looks like she kills the Enchantress. That she tries to take Majoran, and she doesn't. She has some type of a sword. I keep forgetting the dang name of the sword. It was on the last page. The Twilight Sword. Oh, that's right. I keep thinking, why did I forget? Amber, Twilight, duh. Hela has the Twilight Sword, and it's to be concluded. They're going up against Hela, and that's it.
Hello!
The artwork is great. Iron Man finally gets his armor working again, and it's the only good Avengers side story that's interesting, in my opinion. Okay, jumping into Image before we go to DC Comics. A lot of people told me not to get this, but I got it anyway, and yes, I was lost in this comic. The Walking Dead number 78. By the way, The Walking Dead on TV series, first 2 episodes, amazing. They have officially gotten a second season with 13 episodes, which is more than double.
Rating must have been good for the...
It was. You didn't watch it?
No.
I should kick you in the head. It was good. Watch it. It's on AMC on Sunday, 10 o'clock.
The zombies okay in video games, but real life zombies?
Okay, forget it then. Forget it then. Forget it. I didn't say nothing.
Too many zombies.
Forget it then. Alright, for those of you, this is not...
I hate zombies.
I know.
But I love The Walking Dead.
You looked at zombies?
Okay. Yes, you did. Anyway, everybody was right. This is a very horrible jumping on point. Because there's a funeral going on for people I have no idea about. I know the people from the first volume, and they're not even all in here. But it sets up for the next story arc, which there was actually here's a promotion for the actual TV series. But it's actually leading into the next story arc, which is No Way Out. Now this is starting up a new story arc. Next issue is where it's going to start up. But basically, people try to get into wherever Rick and the other survivors are, and they threaten to kill everyone in there if they don't let them in, and they're going to kill them if they get in anyway. So there's a huge shootout, and we all know what guns do to zombies. It catches their attention, and they come running, which is going to lead into No Way Out. And then basically, Rick is given the position of the head of the society. The other guy steps down.
I just say this, like, are there zombies or just humans infected by some sort of disease?
Zombies.
Oh, well, they shouldn't run then.
One quick question about TV series.
Zombies don't run, they limp.
Zombies run.
They're coming. When they hear the noise, they come.
Yeah.
Like they hear the gunshot.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sure they don't run.
No. I was being metaphoric.
Oh, okay.
But they do.
One quick question.
Why?
Really quick question about TV series. Does it have a good side story and mini plots? Besides zombies, a good story to it.
No, this is the only one that I have.
No, I'm saying the series.
Yeah.
Good plot to it.
Absolutely.
They can climb. They can pick up stones and break windows.
Yeah, these are smart. These are more intelligent zombies than regular TV zombies.
Okay.
Yeah. The old movie zombies. Anyway, I would absolutely say pick up issue 79. I would get 78 to get for the last few pages, because that was what was suggested to me from Yuli. Thank you, Yuli. The last few pages set up for the next story arc, which is going to probably start next issue. So I'm set up. You'll be seeing from time to time the volumes. I'll be getting the volumes. Unless for Christmas I somehow get the huge compilation of the first 5 volumes. Yeah, but if not, I'll be voluming off the stories as much as humanly possible. Okay, now going into DC. Once again, the Return of Bruce Wayne, Batman, the last part. If you don't really read deep into this comic, I can tell you right now, you will be lost. You will not understand, and it's very easy to get lost in this comic. Believe me, I had to read it a few times. A lot of people say, no, it isn't, but yes, it is.
Let me guess, Grant Morrison? Yeah, I remember reading the trade paperback. You have to read it a couple of times.
Right. Yes.
Complicated.
Okay, so Batman's back, and he has to die so that the Omega stuff can go out of him. So they kill him for a second, then it comes back. Let me put it this way. If I knew this was how it was going to end, I wouldn't have wasted my time getting the series at all. I really wouldn't have. If you didn't get the series, believe me, you didn't miss much here. The last page says it all. The city of Gotham needs Batman. He's back. That's the last page. Batman's back. He's alive. It turns out he was leaving himself clues throughout all his jumps, and he had to forget who he was because then he'd have memories, and the Omega shit would kill things.
Honestly, being a Batman fan sounds boring. No offense. It's gonna be the whole thing.
It was definitely boring. I feel bad I bought all 6 issues. I really do. But yeah, if you've been getting it, you already know this. If you haven't gotten it, if you want to trade paperback it, sure, but why would you? Especially when you know what's coming next for Batman and it ain't good. Moving into something that's a little bit better. Green Lantern Emerald Warriors #4. Sodom Yat is back. We're going to actually get into something else, which is, that's next anyway. So, Sodom's father wants to find him and send him back into the sun so the sun will turn yellow and everybody on Daxam will have superpowers again.
He was red. Now he's green. His father wants him to be yellow now?
No, they throw him into the sun and then the power that his body exerts turns the sun from red to yellow.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah. And Guy Gardner gets his first taste of the Red Lantern stuff still in his bloodstream because Blizz tries to entice the red rage out of him.
I thought you meant he goes from the Red Lantern to the Green Lantern and his father now
wants to
be the Yellow Lantern.
But now Sodom Yat has pushed and foregone his Green Lantern ways and he changes. Actually, the picture says it all, but I'll show you a picture. He wants to go after the Guardians and stop the Guardians once and for all. He thinks that they're narrow-minded, etc., etc., etc. And he changes his symbol to this. He's like, I've only been seeing through green eyes. Now I'm gonna be more for the people, more for this, more for my people.
That?
We're gonna save what sign?
The sign of peace.
This sign is just a sign of the peace. He says here.
That new lantern.
It doesn't represent a thing or an icon, thus Green Lantern, of power. It represents flesh, blood, and it represents people, thus the person.
Oh, okay, so it's not only
everyone in every corner of the universe. We're going to build something together here. A bridge to brighter future. Da, 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 da. Guardians have lost the right to share it, so the Guardians have no right. And basically says the Guardians pay. We're going to have the Guardians pay for their sins, and he basically anoints everybody into his core, his whatever green core thing there is. Now let's not forget Guy Gardner's secret mission is to kill Sodom Yat. That's his secret mission. And Arisa gets pissed off at Guy because he's like, well, what if Sodom Yat's got his brain fried? And she's been punching a lot of people out in this issue. And then in the last panel, you got rookie Green Lanterns going after Guy, Arisa, and Kilowog. And Blizz, but who cares about Blizz? Kilowog. Kilowog is the guy.
The pig.
He ain't a pig! Shut your mouth, you're a pig.
Hey, shut up.
He ain't no pig. This coming from somebody who doesn't read comic books. I wonder
Pig. I'm sorry, I had to laugh.
Yeah.
He does.
Now, trade paperback that came out this past week, a soft cover. I didn't get the hardcover. Green Lantern Corps Emerald Eclipse. This is right before it preludes Blackest Night. A lot happens in here. What do you call it? What protects the planet Oa is destroyed. Mongol takes over the Yellow Lantern, the Sinestro Corps, and Acrylo fights him for leadership and gets his tongue ripped out by Mongol. The Red Lantern Vice gets free on Oa, and they have to fight him to be put back into a science cell. A lot of people die. And, retraction, this is where Sora finds out that Sinestro is her father, because he admits it to her, personally. Admits it to her. And you find out about the origin of the tattoo under her eye.
Who's the Yellow Lantern in that page you just showed?
That's Sinestro. Why? Okay, moving along then. And also in this series, Sodom Yat goes into the Yellow Sun. This is where it all happens. He goes into the Yellow Sun to save his people from Mongol. And these people are fucked up people. And then towards the end, the Alpha Lanterns go to kill all the rest of the prisoners in the science cell, and the other Lanterns step in and say, no, you can't, this is wrong, and that's where all hell breaks loose. Also, that Yellow Lantern woman that gets stuck in the Black Book, it actually happens here too. I want to see if I can catch that page. There's a lot of pages in this. I think she gets stuck. I don't think it's the, I think I passed it already. Yeah, I think I did. Because she actually finds the Book of Black, while everything is going on Oa, and she gets, here, this is where it previews into Blackest Night. goes into Blackest
The
Night.
Emerald Eclipse. The
Yeah.
sun turns green.
No, the Emerald Eclipse basically is where the casing, the protection over Oa, is destroyed, and yeah. Now it's naked to the world. You know, this all leads into the Blackest Night, where the Black Lanterns invade Oa.
Sounds pretty interesting.
It was good. It was a really good read. I enjoyed the artwork. A lot of people complained about the artwork. I really can't complain about the artwork per se. I actually thought it was really good. I think it's really, really good. Oh, here we go. Where she gets pushed into the black book. It's worth the. It says $14.99, but I paid like $10 for it on Midtown. She gets pushed and trapped into the book in this series. And then I already mentioned in the Green Lantern series that she gets pulled out and is enlisted to be the leader of the next book. IGN quotes this as, "This is a book that absolutely no Green Lantern fan could possibly afford to miss."
They give good reviews, though.
IGN's 50-50. They're a gaming site. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's a good. I have to admit though, I enjoyed the trade paperback. Starting next year, you guys can look forward to seeing a lot of new trade paperbacks in my reviews. Walking Dead, Green Lantern Corps. I'll be going back into some other series, trade paperback wise. We'll see. Whatever comes my way that looks interesting, I'll be picking up. I want to get the other Green Lantern Corps books, and there are 2 other Green Lantern trade paperbacks which I still have to get. And a few I still have to review, as a matter of fact. So, yeah. So look forward to trade paperbacks, new comic books, top comic books. I'm working my butt off to try to figure a way to get all my comic book reviews, the top comic books listed for you guys, so I can do a top comic book of the year. But I'm being honest with you, the best, right now I can tell you the best best #1 issue of 2011, Superboy. Hands down, Superboy 1. So let's go through this. Green Lantern Corps trade paperback, Emerald Eclipse. Absolutely pick it up. I think the story was great. The artwork could have been better, but shoot, the story definitely makes it work. And it sets up for Blackest Night.
I thought you just said the artwork was great.
It was good. It was great. It was okay, but it could have been better because this is an artist I know who did Superman for a while. I thought the artwork was great. Oh, and then you got in the back you got a few.
I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was good. Yeah, I just said absolutely pick it up. I just think the artwork could have been better, but it was great. For the most part, it was great. Green Lantern Emerald Warriors #4. It's good. It's good. I'd say keep on top of it for now. It'll get better. I'm hoping. Batman: The Return of Bruce Wayne 6/6. If you missed it, you were smart. The Walking Dead #78. Please don't jump onto this unless you're like me and you really want to jump into the series headlong and just at some point just get caught up to everything. If you've been getting it, it's great. Avengers Prime 4 or 5, pretty good. Waiting for the last part. It's winding down. Iron Man Magazine 4. It was really good. It was an unexpected purchase that led into something really good. Thank you, Amber, again.
You're welcome.
And finally, the freebie. Check it out. 3 stories in 1. So we had a great trade paperback. We had a few comic books. Not that many this week. Next week, there are a lot of comics. No trade paperbacks, though. Check this out, guys. If you haven't read Emerald Eclipse already, it's really good. Really, really good. The artwork is alright. It's good. I sway, because some of it's good, some of it gets worse. It's good. I liked it. What are you doing?
Peace.
I was just not there.
And chicken.
I'm wondering. I see her hand up. I'm wondering if she's going to hit me or something, because she's right next to me. Stay away from me.
They're plotting something.
I don't know what she's plotting, but
She wants your Pepsi.
You can have it.
That's the whole point.
Okay, guys. See you guys next week for a pretty huge comic book review. Happy Veterans Day to those of you who I didn't wish to.
I have family members who are veterans, so definitely happy Veterans Day, and to the other
It's
vets
late.
out there.
It's late, but
It's late, but it's there.
Belated Veterans
One
Day.
thing, guys. One of my wings was broken just a second ago. Peace and chicken grease.
Gosh,
Second time.
it's her trademark. I'm not going to begrudge
I know.
that. Anyway, check this trade out. Check out the comic books I did, except Batman. I don't know what they're doing, what DC's doing, but
Screw Batman.
no, I don't want to
Not
screw
for
Batman.
Batman's great.
But he was great.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
hope that it eventually.
Let's hope he doesn't get his hand on the movie.
I still think he is.
No, he won't. He won't. Alright, guys. See you next week. Another review. More of good and bad. Later, guys.